You don't need to use an oversized AI model for everything, just like you don't need to use an axe to slice a cake. Find out how smaller models can deliver the right results and help cut AI costs up to 90% at IBM.com. The AI built for business. IBM. Looking for an AI glow-up that passes the office vibe check? What? AI that only knows the internet doesn't make sense for business. Get AI trained on your data at IBM.com. The AI built for business. IBM.
Ah, smart water. Now in a sleek can.
This feels cool, literally.
Perfect for social gatherings and on the go.
Should I start wearing turtlenecks?
One sip at a time, friend. Smart water cans, for those with a taste for taste. Get yours today.
Welcome to the Positive Mindset Podcast. My name is Cindy Lawrence, and in this episode, we're going to tap into the mental frequency of a multi-millionaire. If you are ready to shift into your highest potential, if you want to adopt the mindset of somebody that can create and do anything that they want, this is the episode for you. Make sure to listen all the way through, because at the very end, we're going to take a deep, healing, meditative breath to help us align on this message and move forward throughout the day. So this is another one off the cuff. This is not a regular scheduled episode. This is just stepping into the mind. So it's not going to be perfect. It's not going to be all the way thought out. It's going to be just a deep dive into mental frequency that will allow you to do anything. So I just finished a coaching session, and we're having the conversation, and they start talking about that they're starting to feel pressure, right? Because I'm on my shit. I'm trying to rise up and create a new version of me that excels in every single way, that is in true alignment with my divine creation power, that is fully abundant, that is healthy in the capacity in which my body is able to be, that mentally is expansive and freeing and sees things for not what they are, but what they can be. The version of me that when I go in a room, the room is different because I'm there, right? This higher level. And they were saying that they were feeling the pressure that they have to become a millionaire to keep up with me, right? They have to make $1 million a year to keep up with me. And my old self started hearing that and started thinking, well, no, I always will love or appreciate somebody. Like, it has nothing to do with that. But then I started thinking about it more. Of course, we are all equal, and our selves are the same. But truthfully, if you're going to roll with me, if you're going to be in my circle, if you're going to be in my presence, you will be a fucking millionaire. You will be the healthiest version of you. You will be the version of you that's living in your truth and your light, because otherwise you couldn't be around me. It's not that you're not invited, but it's everything that I will be doing, speaking, saying, or living is in alignment with those things. So yeah, if you are around me, that is your experience, because I'm not going to think like you think. Right? You're going to be around me because the way I'm thinking, it gives you the energy or the perspective that gets you there. I'm just not going to do those things. And so whatever resistance you're feeling to this, because trust me, I've had the resistance too, listen to it. Is the resistance because you're not interested in these things? Or is the resistance truly because you're afraid of what you have to do to become it, to achieve it? What you'll have to let go, what you'll have to change, what you'll have to level up inside yourself. When you have a mind that is so locked in the truth that you want in that experience, of course you're going to lose people. Right? Because you're no longer going to give them a version of you that is equal to their version. Higher or lower is not good or bad. Right? Some people want to have a certain experience, and that's their experience. It's just not mine. And so when you honor your truth, if you say, I am this, and you truly are this, that should be your circle. Right? So if you are someone that's going to be this elevated individual that's going to do these elevated things, people of not that caliber, of not that belief system, of not that mindset should not be around you. I received an email from someone last night, and she's a regular listener, and I was always giving feedback, and I always appreciate it. But you have to understand that, yes, I want to grow this podcast. Yes, I want to hit 1 million downloads a month. Yes, in fact, I want to do even more than that. But I'm not going to placate lower frequencies. I'm not going to make an episode that isn't destined to be listened to by a future millionaire or a current millionaire, right? Because that's my energy. I'm not going to make something that's comfortable for somebody that's going to be small. They're not wrong for their experience, but I'm not right for them, right? They should go listen to the one that's going to make them feel okay, going to make them feel comfortable, because that can't be me. Because if that is me, then I am that too. The law of attraction says like attracts like. So if there's anything about you that thinks small, that thinks negativity, that thinks that the world is as it is and that there's no control, or is realistic, I shouldn't get along with you. You shouldn't have things that vibe with me, right? And this has to be your belief in what it is to you that you desire to have, right? You should walk around with an air of I'm better every day. And you know what? You're not the highest version of you yet. The version of myself that I have in my mind, the brain that I've stolen and put into my mind, isn't who I am today. It's who I'm going to be. It's who I'm building. So there's going to be a lot of flaws in who I am, right? I am not in the shape of how I visualize myself. I'm still on the process there. And so you're going to feel resistance to that when people say, well, yeah, but you're this. Yeah, they're going to hate what they're not, right? They're not dedicated to become successful. They're going to feel the resistance. You might want to start thinking like a millionaire, but you're not one yet. So does that mean you can't be one? You're not going to adopt the habits, the beliefs, the vision of the millionaire? You're going to just keep thinking like you currently are? That's what has to change within you. You keep trying to be realistic. I promise you, you cannot create anything different than what you already have if you're saying that you're realistic. And people that say they're realistic will die on that hill. They'll point out all the reasons why they're right. And the fact is, they are right. That is their experience. It will always be. But you cannot get an experience that is rare, that is unique, if you stay in that realistic energy, if you stay in that small energy. So I kind of hope that these episodes push people away, because then I know who I'm truly aligned with. And that's what you need to do in your life. Your mind, especially your thoughts, should push people away. If there's somebody that you have no interest in being like and they're challenging the way you're thinking, that's a good thing, right? If there's somebody that you do desire to be like and they're challenging your way of thinking, then you should probably listen. So if you want to be someone that thinks and receives like a millionaire, if you want to be someone that thinks and receives like someone with a healthy body, if you want to think and receive like a person that has a healthy mind, then stay here, right? Because we're abundant. We're rich. We're spending $10,000 a night. You can be that person. I said it in the last episode. You can be any person that you desire. But if you're going to be around me, you're going to be a millionaire. Like, that's just it. I can't expect less of you. I know how great you are. I know how powerful you are. I know what you're capable of, and it's not what you're currently doing. If you want to find joy in what you're doing, if you want to find happiness in what you're doing, then that's fine. It's gratitude, right? That's what will get you there. But if you want to change what you're doing, you have to change who you're around, what you're thinking, and all these other things. I'm really enjoying these simple thoughts, breaking it down like this. And I'm looking at my notes from earlier in the week of things that I've wrote, and I'm just going to say them here because you need to know what goes through my mind. But if you want to roll with me, you need to know what goes through my mind, so that way you can allow things that are similar like that to go through your mind, so you can be whatever it is that you desire. The first note I wrote down this week, it's been my theme. How can I not be rich? I'm me. Right? And then with that frequency, that phrase that I say, it stacks it up over and over. I say, how can I not be rich? I'm me. How can I not be sexy? I'm me. How can I not be strong? I'm me. Right? So when I go to the gym and I don't want to work out, I say, but how can I not be strong? I'm me. So I work out anyway. When I'm about to eat that food that isn't good for me, wait, how could I not be healthy? I'm me. And then I eat the right food. Right? When I'm not doing my exercises and writing down my money so I can see it expand and set a goal so that I can receive it, how could I not do that? I'm me. Right? So it puts me in place. And then when I want to make sure that I'm staying in alignment, because this is my box, this is my space. Like if you're here, you're in my territory. This is my frequency. All are welcome to rise. Right? But that's when I put the line. People don't like it when I talk about God. People don't like about it when I talk about money. People don't like it when I talk about success. So what am I trying to appease these people for? If I keep trying to do things that appease others, then I'm not doing something for myself. So I have that reminder all week just looking at that. It doesn't matter what I talk about. Somebody's going to complain. So I'm going to talk about the thing that I want to manifest. Right? Put that in your mind. Stack wins on wins. Everything I'm doing, I'm thinking, okay, well, how is this a win? How can I put a little win on this? Right? When I'm failing, when I'm messing up, when I'm not doing the conversation right, when I'm not handling this situation right, how can I put a win on this? How can I pull myself up? How can I make a shift here? Remove I can't about anything. Believe that you can do anything. Some of you probably felt the most resistance in that. If I were to tell you, you can no longer use the phrase, I can't. It just cannot be in your experience. I can't. Either you can't say the sentence, or you have to find a way the sentence that shows that you can. That would create a mind that only sees possibility. Where others see something and they see why it can't be done, you either can't see why it can't be done, but you're going to find a way that it can be, right? When you block that barrier. So in my mind, that's another thing that said, I do not say I can't anymore. I just find a way, right? That's a powerful mindset. Most people are not going to agree with that. I don't want to be with most people. Most people are broke. Most people don't live the life they want. Most people just operate as a shell of themselves because of who they don't want to upset. So I can't identify with that. High frequency identity. That's what we're doing here. You can identify as anything. So why don't you identify as that high frequency motherfucker that can create an amazing life? Right? That's what I'm doing. Lock that in. Or don't fit in with me. Like, it's that simple. Just don't listen. Go do something else. It's all good. Right? That type of mindset with yourself will give you a life that you're creating. Yes, you will lose people. You will lose situations. You will lose things. You might lose it all. But if that's what happens, if you stick up for yourself and lock into your true energy and you lose it all, that means you had nothing in the first place. That means everything that you had was so out of alignment with what you truly wanted to be, none of it was you. So it's still happening for you. And the last thing I wrote down in the week of notes and thoughts, and again, this was from the conversation that I just had, I said, you have to be a millionaire to hang with me. And was that a truth or not? An expectation? And the answer is yes. Fuck yeah, I have that expectation. I'm going to be a millionaire. I am a millionaire. I receive millions all the time. It's easy to find. And the same is true for you. You can be anything that you decide to be. So let's take a deep breath. This is going to be our final connection before Monday when we dive back in. Let's breathe together. Let's take this moment. This is a moment of just combining our energies, knowing that we're just a bunch of millionaires chilling in this circle. We've got a vision of what we want. We live it. We eat it. We speak it. We breathe it. We are it. That's what we're doing. So when you breathe in, just allow your body to breathe. You don't need to have a thought this time. Just breathe in through your nose, hold your breath, and exhale anything that doesn't resonate with you. Are you ready? Let's go ahead and take a deep breath in. And out. Well, thank you for stopping by. It's my TED Talk, as they say. I have been enjoying doing these little non-formal episodes on the weekend. I know it's an Easter weekend, so a lot of people are out doing things with family. So maybe this gives you something to tune into for just a little bit. I hope that you're tuning up. I'm telling you, the future's so bright over here. I wish you could see it. Like, man, could you imagine just looking at everything and knowing like I could fail and lose it all and it's all good, right? Because of who you are. Separating from the identity of like, well, I just need everything to work out perfectly. That's freeing. That's empowering. That's what you're supposed to be. You have to remember that you're just a human being, your consciousness having here, but you're having this human being experience on this earth. You don't have to be anything. Some people are just living in the woods. Some people are living on the beach. Some people are living in the penthouse. But you don't have to be anything. You choose to be something. So if you want to run the world and fly in private jets and do all that, choose it. If you want to just raise a nice family and have a good home, choose it. If you want to be an adventurer and you go on these missions and things like that for yourself, choose it. But just know, whether you're having the experience that you desire or not, you're the one choosing it. It's not fair. It's not equal. It's just a choice. You're a conscious creator that's always choosing. Well, thank you so much for listening. Have a great day, and I can't wait to talk to you next time.